junk cars abandoned like this one here. Hagatna, I'm Nick Delgado. This is the hub. This is just one problem among many more that people are hoping our elected officials address this election season. And tonight we explore 3 villages in the northern part of the island to see just how bad of a problem it is. Take a look. All right, so we're going around the island where we clearly know that there are junk cars, abandoned cars, just left on the side of the road. So right now we're in Laddie Heights area, heading towards Route 15, in Paget and Zigo area to check there. And look, we already have one right here. Just one of more to come. So the issue of these junk cars, while it's nothing new, it was brought back to my attention, especially by visitors who used to call Guam home. They expect to come back to the paradise that they once knew, right? And instead, they drive all across the island to find scenes like this. Look at that. The cars burned, some of them just broken apart, smashed, mangled, and left on the side of the road. Okay, we just started a couple minutes and already our 6th junk car, 7th if you missed it on the side in the jungle. Let's keep a count. 8, 9, 10, 11. And this is only in the Manilao area. We have to check the Jigo side of Back Road. And this is only one road of the entire island where you know there are these junk cars. Just exited from Manilao, now in Jigo, still on Back Road, Route 15. And now the count's at 15. Had the last one. 16. 17, 18, 19. So we now turned on to Route 1 Marine Corps Drive, heading back south, still here in Jigo. We'll see what we can find. We pulled off Route 1 now to Bartulo Street. Last count off Route 15 was 19 abandoned cars. And here on Bartulo, we have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's several in there actually. Roughly 26. Okay. I was about to turn around, but then we find 27, 28, and a mattress. Stacked here, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and some tires. Whoa. I counted about 42, 43, 44, 45. Did you say 50? Did you estimate 50 that we were going to count at the start of this? Yes. We're close. And that's only 3 villages. Manilao, part of 3 villages. Manilao, Jigo, and Dededo. 45. 46. 47. That's nearly 50 cars that we counted in the half hour that we went between those villages of Jigo, Dededo, and Manilao. And that's just the start of more of the eyesore that people are aware of across this island. Next on the Hub, we continue speaking with the mayoral candidates in the contested races for the primary election. Keep it here. Welcome back to the Hub. We'll take you down now to the capital city of Hagatna, where 2 candidates are vying to be the next mayor of that village.
It's the island capital. According to the Mayor's Council of Guam, Hagatna is located in the center of the island and part of the Cotton District. The village derives its name from the word Haga. Haga means blood, and that this village came about due to the bloodlines of families and relatives that helped to establish it. Hagatna became a village when the Spaniards decided that the area be the capital of the island. It's where you find places named after the saints, as the city is also the seat of the island's religion, Catholicism. The three branches of government, judicial, legislative, and executive, are located here. Also, it is the center of all commercial activities with legal offices, banks, department, variety stores, insurance, technical and professional services, and recreation facilities. And after about 2 decades of sitting as the village mayor, John Cruz is stepping down. On the ballot this primary to take his seat is Giovanna Limtiaco San Agustin and Michael Thomas Cruz Gumatautel.
Buenas and half a day. My name is Giovanna Limtiaco San Agustin, Familia Cueto. I am running under the Republican Party of Guam, and I am honored to introduce myself as a mayoral candidate for the village of Hagatna. I am a lifelong resident of Hagatna, and I humbly ask for your vote to help make our beloved capital thrive and prosper. I bring with me 34 years of government experience as a public servant, and that have shaped me into a compassionate and dedicated leader. My commitment to serving the people of Hagatna is unwavering. I pledge to work for you, our community, and collaborate closely with the Mayor's Council of Guam to ensure we are moving in the right direction. One of my primary focuses is mental health, with a particular emphasis on supporting our veterans and addressing the homeless. Homelessness is a big issue within our village. I believe that by working together, we can make a significant impact. I am committed to partnering with the Veterans Affairs, the Guam Behavioral, and the Guam Homeless Coalition to ensure that those in need have better access to the care and services they deserve. By addressing these critical issues, we help reduce the risks faced by these vulnerable populations, but also provide them with the proper care and support they need to lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. Together, we can create a stronger and more compassionate Hagatna. My key platform pillars are transparency in governance, implement open town hall meetings, foster partnerships with local businesses and organizations, securing federal grants for village improvements, youth adult and senior programs, establish a neighborhood watch program to foster a safe community environment, the village beautification and maintenance, the mental health and well-being. I thank you for considering me as your candidate. I look forward to the opportunity to serve you and our community with dedication and heart. Again, my name is Giovanna Limtiaco San Agustin, Familia Cueto, mayoral candidate for Hagatna and the Republican Party. I ask for your vote on August 3rd. I am number one on the ballot. Sizuas Maasi.
Today, I'm Mike Gumatautal, and I'm running for mayor of Hagatna. And I've been working at the mayor's office for like 15 years, and I think now it's my turn to make a difference in our village. At the mayor's office, what I do is I go out in the community, and we basically are the custodians of the community. We cut grass, we pick up all the trash, we handle whatever the concerns are in the community. I mean, there's a lot of concerns, and everybody has different concerns. And we at the mayor's office take care of pretty much all of those concerns. I mean, like I said, when trash in front of your house, the green waste, all of those things. Typhoon comes up, we take care of everything that you don't take care of. Uh, Family member passes away, you guys call the mayor's office. We help set up your house for for that funeral, or for that family gathering, or even celebrations. If you have a celebration at your house, we help with those too. It's not just the negative. It's not just the sad parts in your life, but we're also there for the positive parts in your life as well. You know. Let's see. Other than cutting the grass and keeping it clean and trying to keep our homeless at bay, that's pretty much the daily life at the mayor's office. We that's what we do every day. We, like I said, are custodians of the village. We take care of it. We addressed all the problems. not just some of the problems. We don't have that luxury of some of the problems. We have all of the problems to take care of. Okay? That's one of the things I've learned at the mayor's office. You know, why you should vote for me? I think I'm. You can come up to me and talk to me about your problems, and I can do my best to help you. You know, I'm approachable. I'm. It's hard for me to say no. That's something that I've learned also there. Saying no to your constituent is not something you ever want to do. You just do your best to try and help them as much as you can. There's always going to be someone that's going to be upset, but that's how it is. I'll do my best to make your life as easy as possible. Whatever we can do at the office to help you with anything, really. I mean, just call us up and we'll be there.
Coming up next on the Hub, we head up north to Dededo to hear from the candidates in the vice mayoral race. You're watching the Hub. Welcome back to the Hub. We take you now to Dededo, where there are two candidates vying to be the next village vice mayor. Take a listen.
Crime and illegal dumping is a problem in this northern village. According to the Mayor's Council of Guam, Dededo is where most of the population on Guam presently centers. The village's longtime mayor is retiring, and her vice mayor hopes to fill the role. The contested race in the primary include Democrat candidates Samnek San Agustin Obina and Ann San Agustin Leon Guerrero.
Hi, Hafaday. My name is Samnek Obina. I am running for vice mayor for Dededo. I am running on a Democratic Party. So what I would like to really share out there for the public, especially for Dededo residents, is I want you to know a little bit about me. Because with everybody else that's running, I know there's like a big platform that they're throwing out there. But for me, I try to keep it simple, only because for me, I don't know who could really be prepared to be a vice mayor, only because with the everyday work shift, it changes, right? I'm one of those that, working for DOE for almost 16 years, you don't expect to get the same thing every day, and I think that's what I can really bring to the table is that my hard work, my compassion, because it does, take a big role working in the school system. As for community services, I've done community services since way before I even decided to try to run for vice mayor. The kids that I work with, the kids that I volunteer coaching with, takes it takes a big part of my heart, right? And again, there's so many things that we could talk about and talk about and talk about. But again, for me, coming in, and I'm coming in raw, right? Because like I said, I don't feel like anybody could be really prepared to take the position as a vice mayor, because things do change. And it's not only day by day, sometimes it's like minute by minute. And again, I am very flexible in adjusting myself. I'm very flexible at making decisions. Again, if I make a decision, because I've also coached for almost 20 some years, that coaching comes in to where you learn to adjust. And that's another thing that I'm going to bring to the table. There's a lot of things going on in the community with just Dededo alone. And again, me listening, my hard work, and again, my compassion, those are the things that I'm really bringing out to the table. Because for me, I'm not going to find any problems in the office, really. The problems and the issues are out in the residents. And that's where I like to be. I like to be outside, typhoons, growing up, born in 1978, we've gone through, some storms. And, I know it brings fear to a lot, but for me, the only fear is that that I have with storms is having to deal with families that are going to be hurt by the storm. But as for me coming out and reaching out to as many people as I can during a storm, that's where I come from, because I have no fear. The only fear is I don't like to see, the people hurting, it could, because again, my heart, my compassion, right? It stems from seeing a lot of hurt people, a lot of people being, maybe left behind, felt nobody's there.
Buenas, Jan Hafade, Magandan Umaga. I am Ann Shimazu San Agustin Leon Guerrero, and I'm seeking the office of Vice Mayor for our village of Dededo on the Democratic ticket. I lived most of my life in Dededo. My parents are the late Speaker Jyoti San Agustin and Carmen Shimazu San Agustin. My work experience consists of administrative and customer service skills utilized during my tenure at the University of Guam, where I retired from in 2021. I recently resigned from the Community Affairs Office at ALUP, where I engage in incoming constituent calls for assistance. I realized from many of the calls I responded to that it would be initially entertained to the mayor's office for their assistance. Allow me the opportunity to attend to and provide a response to constituents before having to reach out to the governor and attend the governor's office for assistance. If I'm given the opportunity from the resident of Dededo to be the next vice mayor, I would start with an assessment of the present services offered at the Dededo mayor's office. Collaborate with the various government agencies on services provided, point of contact from these agencies, and have the information readily available for our residents. This will provide awareness of the village concerns and needs to include addressing constituents' concerns regarding government services received by the mayor's office via phone call, walk-in, email, or meeting face-to-face with the mayor or the vice mayor and their staff. Illegal dumping is an ongoing problem. Each time an area in the village is cleaned up, a new pile of illegal dumping resurfaces, and many times it's in the same place that was cleaned up before. An in-depth study will be conducted on how it is presently handled and what needs to be addressed to minimize illegal dumping, especially in certain areas that continues to be an ongoing problem. Work with the fire and police department in ongoing incidents that has transpired in Dededo, which includes various areas such as Kaiser, Fern Terrace, Metechi, Astumbo, Ipalpa, and all other locations in Dededo, to identify the needs and provide village information to assist the fire and police department in their quick response to emergency situations, such as accurate, marked, and mapped out street address with house numbers. Also provide our Dededo constituents with additional information on the immediate medical services offered and provided by the Guam Fire Department, ambulance, and GPD in the event of an emergency. In addition, I collaborate with our private business within our village on services or products they provide that our constituents may need presently or in the future. Our village of Dededo consists of a wide range of multicultural and diverse population. I have a plan to invite them all to display what each culture is all about via events within each year in a specific location in Dededo for a learning and shared experience for the residents of Dededo, which happens to hold the largest population on the island. I look forward to serving our village of Dededo. I humbly ask for your support in the primary on Saturday, August 3rd, and in the general election on Tuesday, November 5th, in being your next vice mayor of Dededo. Thank you, Sujus Masi, Salamat po.
We should also know we did try to speak with both candidates, including the incumbent in the village of Asin Maina. Both said that they are unavailable this time to speak to voters. Keep it here. The Hub continues in a moment. And again, problems like this junk car here, just one of many more that voters hope our elected officials address this season. All you have to do is hit the polls on August 3rd to pick the leader you think is right for the island to make sure that the problems like this are actually addressed. I'm Nick Delgado. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Hub. We leave you now with a check-in over at the Guam Election Commission to hear about early voting. For now, stay safe. Tom, early voting is about a month away now.
Oh, yes. So the 2024 primary election vote center will be returning to the Western Resort, Guam. So beginning July 15th to July 29th, voters can come down to the Western Resort at the mezzanine area and cast their vote there. We'll be open from Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Nice. And on holiday as well this
Yes,
year here.
yes, including the holiday this year.
Which is Liberation, if you guys are keeping count of what the holiday is. And so will the process be just as simple? I remember in the previous election, there was assistance for those that, when going to parking, there were shuttles that helped them up to the mezzanine area as well for those that needed that extra assistance. Is that something that's being discussed and planned as well?
That is something that's still in the works. We will be doing accessible voting down at the garage level, at the western level, and we will also be looking forward to providing shuttle services from the parking lot up to the mezzanine area.
Nice, so it gives you that couple weeks before the August 3rd primary to kind of get your vote in if you want to beat the rush ahead of that primary date. And as always, you'll need ID when you go to the polls.
Yes, you need a validly issued ID. So that can be a Guam driver's license, your passport, or even your Guam driver's license, your passports, or any validly issued ID by the government.
Okay. Also, something I recall from early voting was that it's kind of like a one way in, one way out process, right? And so that's something similar I'm sure we can expect. What I liked the most about it the last time was not only did you get the cool I voted sticker, but Weston had the incentive for some discounts. Hopefully we get that this year. Cross our fingers.
Crossing, we're not. We are hoping that we can probably get some incentives, but that's something we are looking into at the moment.
Yeah, but go out there, exercise your right to vote this election, and early voting also includes those off island, right?
Yes, those who may be going off island by the time of the election. They can also come into early vote as well.
So early voting starts July 15th. What else do the voters need to know?
Sure. We would like to encourage our residents who have not yet come out to register to vote for the primary election to come to the vote center from July 15th to the 18th. That way they can go ahead and register to vote and also vote at the same day. So we do want to remind our voters that today, the 18th is the last day to register to vote, as well as the last day to transfer your voting district.
Okay, get out there right now, and if you need more information or more assistance, you can come down here, check Tom or some of the staff at the Guam Election Commission offices in Tumaning, go to gec.guam.gov. Tom, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
Please come out and vote. Yeah.